Okay, I just need one more land in my graveyard and I will finally meld Titania. Yes, here we go. I'm such a gamer. And they said I couldn't do it because I don't have legs. Who needs legs, by the way? So much value. I can even make lands into creatures. I'm basically God. I will attack with everything and hope that our opponent is not very good at blocking. Oh well, they are decent. LOL, we lose.
What's up everyone, welcome back one more time. You know the deal, we play Arena Commander, probably better known as Historic Brawl. And today we are going to Mono Green, one of the most fun archetypes that you can build in Magic, at least in my opinion. Mono Green is always fun, but this is Mono Green, Landfall, Titania, land value. And for sure we are trying to melt Titania into its completed form. So yeah, just fun. We haven't done meld yet on the channel, and we will try it with Mono Green. Opponent playing Gyruda, trying to reanimate things from the graveyard, and we are starting really fast with our board, attacking with Llanowar Elves. Have a Tusky, we want to start drawing cards. It's all about finding Argoth and put it into play. And then if we have 4 lands on our graveyard, at the beginning of our upkeep, Titania will trigger and it will meld with Argoth and create this big monster that does a lot of things. So hopefully we pull that off. These are the intro. We pulled that off, but it was Wendy, in fact. Yeah, Wendy. Sure. Alright, attacking with Llanowar Elves. We play the Lotus Field. Opponent, stack on 3. Interesting. Alright, so we can go land, Tusky, start the card draw. Oh yeah, we're going to draw a couple of cards here. We are happy to see that. Tusky is so good. Tusky is so good. Alright, opponent finds their 4th land, but we are going to put some pressure on them, because what we can do is we can also, Hour of Promise, go look for Argoth. I mean, we came here to melt Titania, so we might as well do that. So Hour of Promise can grab 2 lands. We need lands that go to the graveyard too, because we need the 4 lands on the graveyard. So let's pick a fetch land, one of these fetches. So we get 1 land to the yard. The other land is Argoth. And then we go to attacks. We attack just with 2 because we plan on also playing the Florahedron. There we go, and now we play Florahedron. And that's potentially more card draw with Tusky or more mana. So we now need to find more lands to go to the yard. That's exactly what we are looking for. Opponent with a solemn slow start for the opponent. We could be doing it from the very first game. And I couldn't be happier with that. Because melding is hard. Unless you're playing Mishra, which is pretty easy to do. It's very hard. I don't know why they did it so hard for the other 2 melders. Like Ursa is so hard, and Titania is like really hard. Like you also need, because we have both cards right now, Argoth and the Titania, but you need also the other creatures in the other lands in the graveyard, so kind of frustrating sometimes. Opponent trades there to draw a card. We draw a Souza, and I mean, we can start triggering Syndicar's Royal. I don't want to win before melding Titania. I don't want to do it. I want to meld. Do the thing. So we are going to be able to meld next turn when we put the Terramorphic Expanse in our graveyard. Alright, opponent with a bounce creature. Okay, so they delayed the melding. Ah, so annoying. That is annoying. We can discard. I guess we don't need Nylea's intervention now that we have the Argoth. So let's do it. Let's crack the fetch land, put another force into play, make a 2/2. Oh, we're going to win with this. Well. Oh, Ancient Green Warden. That is also... This will also trigger... Oh, we can play from... Oh my god. And Azusa, well... Alright. Let's do it this way. Let's do it the Landfall way. Because essentially now we are using the lands from our graveyard, so this means that we are giving up on the Titania melding to do something pretty crazy as well. We attack with everything. They take at least 5, but we are going to draw 4 cards. And they need a Wrath. But even through a Wrath, I think we are... Because Toski survives a Wrath, and we can put more lands from Zendikar's Royal. So this should be... It should be game. I don't even want to play another land. Well, we can do it. We can put another land, make a 2 more 2/2s, and that's it. Drop a Mind Stone. What? Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh my god, what the hell? Ah, -1! And I mean, what can you do about that? Tell me, what can you do about that? That was so funny. Massacre Worm just barely destroying us. And the thing is that we even did those 2 unnecessary tokens in the end. Just to overextend. And that was what killed us. Even all the 2/2s that we made before, that wasn't enough to kill us. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, so you saw a fun game where we were cruising, but opponent had the perfect answer at the perfect time. And that's magic for you, baby. This time we will start with Scoot Swarm. And well, this deck obviously functions as a landfall deck, because Titania requires that you work in such a way. And we will have this Zendikar's Royal and the Scoot Swarms. And sometimes you will just win games by creating a massive board of Scoot Swarms. And this could be one of those games where we are ramping so hard, so hard. Oh, Sylvan Awakening, it's also one of my favorite cards. Sneaky way to reanimate lands and make them 2/2s, close the game. Yeah, they make indestructible, reach, haste. So cool. So yeah. Opponent on Shigeki. Well, they are ramping faster than our deck is ramping. But I guess that's what Shigeki does. We can get very close and start duplicating the Scoot Swarms. We have Evolving Wilds. Hopefully we top deck a couple of more lands. Well, Roiling Regrowth is good. Because now we can... I think I'm supposed to do this main phase. Tap, tap, tap. Use the Regrowth. Sack a forest. Go search for 2 more lands. Trigger, trigger. And the next one with Evolving Wilds, well, I can go Cold Steel Heart. Because Scoot Swarm requires 6, so this will be a copy. Yep, alright, we are online. I'm not going to crack it now. I'm going to wait for their turn. No need to crack the Scoot Swarm right now. To duplicate the Scoot Swarms right now. Opponent plays a Guardian Project and a Farmer. Shigeki works pretty much like this deck works. They also want to mill a lot, because Shigeki has the double ability to both look for lands, mill, and then retrieve things from the graveyard. So it doesn't surprise me that they are executing a similar plan, but our Landfall plan might be too hard for them to deal with, because we are very weak to board wipes, but they are mono green. So we could even now play the Hydra, go search for another land. Yeah. Let's tap these and the elves and play the Hydra. So now we can search for another land. We could go search Argoth, but at this point I think that we have to make a massive board of Scoot Swarms, right? That would be better. Not fun, but I want to win a game. Yeah, trigger the 4 swarms. It will trigger again. There you go. Yeah, Scoot Swarm. You see, normal Magic the Gathering card, as Richard Garfield intended. Not broken whatsoever. Not OP'd. Seriously, this card, like, how does it go through research and development? Don't get me wrong, it's too fun to play with, but every time that you see a Scoot Swarm on the other side of the board, it's a must kill creature. Oh, look at our opponent. Opponent is playing Titania for us. They are embarrassed for our deck playing Landfall triggers, and they say, somebody's gotta play Titania. I want to use Sylvan Awakening. That's such a fun card. A land from the top would be good. But I think I'm not going to say that again, because last game I did exactly the same. Wow, Harrow is perfect. I did exactly the same. I said, hey, we are going to win this game no matter what. And then opponent, surprise, surprise, Massacre Worm. That was so funny. Okay, let's do fun things ourselves. Reanimate. Oh, animate, not reanimate. Ah, opponent. Bad opponent. Bad, bad, bad. Here we are for another round with Titania, Voice of Gaia. Ooh, we are even playing versus Thanos. The deck that we played with a couple of days ago for Birds and Beasts. Super fun, super cool. We are doing good things ourselves, trying to meld Titania with Argoth. Let's start with Riveteer's Overlook. Your forest. Get a forest pass. Opponent Guardian's Idol. And we can play... Yeah, I started with the fetch last turn because I thought I was not going to have a good turn 3 play. Turns out we drew the Reclamation Sage, so if I had gone untap land into Llanowar Elves in turn 1, untap land in turn 2, then we could have already played the Reclamation Sage. We will do it regardless on turn 3, but that was unfortunate, because we didn't have the Rec Sage in hand. And I thought it was more efficient to start with a fetch land, which, with the information that we had at the moment, it's the best play, in my opinion. But turned out to be kind of a bummer. Well, opponent goes Questing Beast. Alright. I'm thinking I'm going to trade this Rec Sage for the Rejuvenator. I don't want to take unnecessary extra damage. Bushwhack. We could go Oracle Ramp. Because we could go now Forest into Lotus Field. And also find the land with Bushwhack. Sack 2. And then, yeah, we need more lands. Need to find more lands for the Cultivator Colossus, and if this turn they play the Thanos, we can transformation it. Oh, Conundrum. Oh, that's a bummer for us. That is very hard. Because that doesn't allow us to play multiple lands on each turn. Luckily, we drew you line up the shots, and this can go grab a Naturalize. This card is so efficient. This card, you should put it in every mono green deck for sure. For sure you should play this card. It's a staple in mono green in my opinion. The flexibility to find removal spells for flyers or for artifacts and enchantments, plus cantripping for 1 mana, instant speed. That is a card. Here is Thanos. We cannot even block it. I was thinking about doing this double block, but it doesn't work. Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. Cultivator Colossus not looking very good unless we have some lands in hand. So let's do the Kenrith transformation play. Seriously? What's wrong? We're not finding lands. We should be finding lands from the top of our deck. That's unfortunate. Alright, opponent. We're going to draw an Ancient Green Warden. Come on. Seriously? Alright. This is practically over. How can we get out of this one? I think we need another land. So I probably should put the Kenrith transformation on Thanos. Expect to draw a forest. And then maybe Tireless Provision and following with the land. We have to draw a land. We have to draw a land. Alright, a land. Okay, so I can go Provisioner. Make a treasure and play something else. Yeah, that's the line. That was the out. That was the out. And I think I have to play Tireless Tracker, because or Titania. Titania is a very good blocker for the Thanos if they attack us. Yeah, Titania is a better blocker than Tireless Tracker, because this way they can only attack us with Questing Beast. Alright, that doesn't kill us. Okay, so we block here eats the Thanos. Well, we are not dead. It looked like we were going to be dead, and now we're not dead. There's a land. We can go land treasure. Ancient Green Warden. Oh, come on. Seriously? Ah. This game is breaking my heart because we are playing our outs and they are just countering everything. Okay. Tireless tracker, so we still have blockers. We are still not dead. Ah, see, okay, we're still not dead. That can kill us in the air in a couple of turns. Well, but we are hanging. We are definitely hanging, hoping to play the cultivator. And land is good. Oh, what's the line here? I think I have to play the Colossus. Oh. Or I can go land, trigger. Yeah, it's better if we trigger the tireless trackers before, and I need to find more lands from the Oracle. Oh, almost. Crack a clue. Maybe we have to crack the clue. Draw here. Oh, but we can draw it. Play land, trigger, trigger. Play the Florahedron, trigger, trigger. Wow, okay, we are doing serious stuff here. We cannot cast the Colossus yet, so we will draw again. Scoot Swarm, okay. Am I supposed to draw the Scoot Swarm too? Maybe. Let's do it. Draw the Scoot Swarm. Wow, this deck can do some crazy things. Roiling Regrowth. We can also put Llanowar Elves as another blocker just in case. Well, after that Reverse Rebuke from before, it looked like it was over, and we just barely escaped that. Imagine if they didn't have the disallow. That would have been perfect. Whew, their own Cultivator Colossus. Oh my god. Land. Another land. Another land. Seriously? Okay, wow. And they have all spells in hand. Well, we can do things ourselves too. I think I'm supposed to play Scoot Swarm here, because this doesn't draw the land. I need a land in hand, and I don't have it. So Scoot Swarm, Argoth. Three landfalls! Wow. And then we can go search for 2 more lands. I also want to play the Augur of Autumn, because this lets us cast creatures from the top. Regrowth. Sack the forest. Put 2 more forests into play. Trigger everything twice. This is a crazy game. There we go. Oh, we have the Defiler even. I think Defiler at this moment is better than Cultivator, because Defiler can start putting counters on every creature. Wow, we need 1 more turn. We need... oh, another land? Okay, we need not to die. Because we cannot kill them here. What an insane turn we just had. Alright, so mulch. Oh. Do I draw it? I mean, I should. Because just in case we can cast something from the top of our deck. No, it's a Splendid Reclamation. Alright. And this time it's going to be... yeah. Lands. Okay, we need 1 more turn. Okay. We can take 1 hit from... well, we can take... Alright, Ether Spell Bomb is okay. We don't care if you bounce Titania. Are we doing it? Because next turn we win, for sure we win. Oh, no. Wow. Our opponent tops deck, he mutates Flyer, and we die. Wow, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a heartbreaking game. I'm so mad, so sad we lost that one. Because we recovered from being almost dead. And they just flew over our head and ended our life. Well, that's fine, that's Magic, and that was a cool game. Nevertheless, let's go Mystic turn 1, playing up against Ramos, and we also played Ramos in this channel, and you know a thing or two about what Ramos can do. If you don't, you can go look for the Ramos video 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Alright, Titania is already online, which is clearly a good sign for us. We need to find... Oh, and World Shaper can be what we need. Because Shaper can mill Argoth. We need to get lucky, but it can happen. We are drawing so many lands. Alright, so let's hope we mill Argoth. And then a couple more lands. We need Argoth plus 4 other lands. No. Because if we mill Argoth, then ramming up Excavator allows us to play it from the graveyard. So we have a very nice engine set up here. Milling lands or milling cards with World Shaper plus playing lands from the graveyard with the ramming up Excavator. And Titania also gives us life every time that we mill or put a land into our graveyard. Opponent kills the Titania, but that's alright, because we can recast her. We are drawing the lands, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. At least we can play Titania again, go to attacks, attack for 6. And... so we draw the lands and we mill no lands. That's how it's going to be, right? Where we're presenting lethal to them. So they need something good. Obscure Charm. They are trying to stop Titania however they can. But in the process they are dying. And I don't know how we are just drawing the lands and milling spells. But it has happened all the way. Come on. Seriously. This is just... this game is messing with me. I mean, I should look at the footage again, but it was... we milled only spells and we just drew lands for 3 turns in a row. Opponent plays a 2-2, but they are dead on board. Okay, we win. I mean, they could have a fatal push, but that's it. Yeah, another victory. This will be our last round playing with Titania, Voice of Gaia. And we are faced against Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. That's the artifact. Well, Tezzeret is mostly artifacts, but this is the mono blue artifact. Yeah, indeed, Combat Courier. Well, opponent, slow down a bit, friend. Slow down. Opponent with the Mishra's Bubble. Let me tell you something that I found out playing with Titania today. There are a lot of Teshar decks going around. Because I believe that Teshar, now that we have so many artifacts from the retro artifacts in Brothers War, Teshar is one of the best new commanders you can possibly be building around. I've seen so many cool engines, and I think that in the intro of this video there is a Teshar opponent. I've seen so many insane synergies with Teshar, like infinite loops with Scrap Trawler, and well, I had to go look for that deck and play it. But I'm going to go on record saying that Teshar has been the most benefited commander from the recent set, and it's now probably and most likely one of the best decks in the format. We'll see. I don't know how it compares with the tier 1 decks, but it has been really crazy. I'm really impressed. Well, opponent doing their thing, and we are also doing our thing, but we are just ramping right now. Although we have a little Scoot Swarm in hand, which can win the game on its own. Shigeki. Okay, so I think I can give them Shigeki for a counter, follow it up with Scoot Swarm. Tail Send. Alright, no, maybe we go Sword Tooth, right? Because we need more lands for Scoot Swarm. Sword Tooth, put 2 forests into play. Has to be more valuable. And then if we get the City's Blessing, we can start attacking with it. We are 2 permanents short from that. Yeah, so that Teshar deck is all over the place and it's really good. Like, so many crazy artifacts were printed in the format. Here's Big Daddy Tesseract. Gonna make Skyclave a 4/4 indestructible. Pretty nice. Okay. So that has indestructible. We cannot do anything about that. Ram through would be great if it wasn't indestructible. If it wasn't indestructible, ram through here would be amazing. Okay, land is okay, because we can go Scoot Swarm and start the Swarm Festival. Well, we will try to win this way. If we cannot win with Titania, we will win with lands. There you go. And we can even trigger the Field of Ruin. So yeah, we can use Field of Ruin, destroy one of their lands, put another land into play, and get 4 more Scoot Swarms.
Results. Keep working.
Alright, opponent fun, taking extra turns. Bounces one of the Scoot Swarms. Maybe I should have activated Field of Ruin in response. Not so sure. Not so sure. The reason being we could put 4 Scoot Swarm, whereas now we can only put 3. Oh my god. Portal to Phyrexia. Alright, we have to execute our plan. Let's blow up the labyrinth. So we're supposed to sacrifice 3 creatures. It's bad, but it's not deadly. So get the Landfall triggers. And now I think I'm going to sacrifice Titania, which we can recast, and 2 swarms. Yeah, there you go. And now we have a lot of Scoot Swarms. Okay, so Portal to Phyrexia, now they can put a creature from a graveyard onto the... Wow, opponent scoops it up. Okay. Alright, yeah. I think we were going to win because the value of the Scoot Swarms is really high. Well, we reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay video. If you did and you're not a subscriber, you can go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you're a subscriber, please leave a comment, leave a like. We will see each other on the next video. I hope that you really have a very good day.